Yeah.
So, question for Carla. What about getting married? So, broke men shouldn't date. I assume definitely shouldn't get married, right?
In their
What? Yeah. No.
Wait,
what?
question.
Can't pay for the
What
wedding.
what about having kids? Should broke men have kids?
No, no. That's a tough one. You can't.
I
We
will
just
say
fight.
there are men who do the same thing, right? Where it's like they have women taking care of them. So I do think that if there's someone out there that will love you and you guys can help each other, then do it, because there are broke men getting married to rich women.
But
Like,
Quick points.
My stepdad made $1,600 a month, but he was the best dad I could ever ask for.
That's beautiful.
yeah, so I mean, it really depends. Because my parents, I come from a combined, like I'm adopted. I have my stepdad adopted me. My dad and my mom was a single mother of 2, and my dad was a single father of 1. So like it really just depends. Like and I've said this before in my videos, like if I'm coming into a relationship childless, I'm expecting for my partner to come into the relationship childless as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But are you saying like should broke people not? Well, I don't know if it should say broke men or broke people. Perhaps it could be the case both. But do you think broke men should not have kids? Maybe I should.
Yeah, they should. I mean, they shouldn't. Like what?
Shouldn't? Okay.
They shouldn't. That poor baby, like poor kids.
Yeah.
What type of life do you want them to be raised at? Like broke men shouldn't have a lineage. Period.
Yeah.
Broke men shouldn't have a lineage.
They shouldn't.
that's
No, they shouldn't. My dad's a broke man. Yeah, my dad's a broke man, and he has 4 kids from 4 different.
Broke men should not have a lineage.
They
about it.
shouldn't. Why are
about
they
it.
procreating?
I am with you,
they can't
but
afford
that's
it.
cra-
It's tough
extra.
to listen to. It's tough, but think about it.
But poor does not mean they wouldn't take care of their kids.
Okay, the way you do one thing is the way that you do everything. I'm not saying, like, again, going back to, like, if you're 40 and you're 45 and you're broke, like, hello. It's a very fine and thin line that we're crossing here. But I think from all the things that we've seen time and time again, single mothers, like, I just want that suffering to stop. And it comes and it stems from broke men.
Well, there's single. Well,
not just
necessarily.
financially, but
I
mentally
want
as
to point
well.
out, like, you guys are both from Orange County, right? Which is a fairly wealthy,
Affluent, yeah.
very affluent area, and it sounded like what you guys said earlier was that a lot of these parents are kind of out of the picture a little bit, even though they're very wealthy.
Yeah,
and well
depending
off.
on who you are in Orange County.
Sure,
I
not
didn't have
everybody. I'm not
that.
saying
Yeah.
all wealthy people are just totally checked out, but even having wealthy parents doesn't mean that they're going to necessarily be good parents.
Oh,
Money is not
Absolutely.
medicine.
My
right?
mom-
like money is not medicine,
Yeah,
and money's
until-
not the Bible.
Right.
Yeah.
Before my mom died, she was the best mother she was able to be, but she had no money. I mean, I was cooking potatoes for 2 weeks on my own.
Right.
Like, she was broke, but she was the best
But
mom
you
to
saying
be.
broke people should not have a
But she was a
lineage?
mom.
I'm not saying broke people.
No.
Oh, you said
A
broke
man.
men. You said
Men
broke men should not have a
specifically.
lineage.
And listen. I know
That's
that
a hot
I know
take.
it is. It's a very hot take. But listen, again, even if you're wealthy or even if you're rich with money, doesn't mean that you're really rich.
Wait, I have a
internally.
follow-up question. Let's say you were the dictator of America. Would you ban poor men? Like, would you ban
Yes.
poor men from having children?
Yes.
I love you.
So
I'm
here's a question. Wait. I got. Hold on.
Sign me
I'll let you guys come in, but I have quite a few follow-up
Bless
questions
your
here.
heart.
So,
Oh my
so
gosh.
do you think if anybody is on any sort of, and I'm going to shout out Andrew Wilson from The Crucible here because he helped. He helped me out a little bit with this. But do you think if let's say the man, or perhaps even the woman, if they're on any sort of government or state assistance, that they should not date or have children? Because they're poor, and
Well,
I mean,
well,
I'm
define
almost
it. There's
duplicating
like the
my
veterans
question.
get help.
Sure, I'm saying like perhaps just someone
It's
who's not a
just such
veteran.
a,
who's on
it's just
food
such
stamps.
a,
Food stamps.
I mean, I feel like it's almost redundant to be asking this question because you've already said that.
Well,
broke
no, I
people-
think, okay, well, first of all, I know that this is going to sound very awful because of the current economy and with inflation. I understand all those points and I get it.
Don't
So-
walk back.
No, I'm
Don't
not.
walk
No,
back.
I'm not. But the thing is, like, I also don't want to ignore the fact that what we just stated, that America is the best country in the world.
Hold on just a
Yvonne
sec.
Jackson donated $100. The one that was lucky enough to be adopted into a wealthy family telling broke men specifically they shouldn't procreate is the irony I needed today.
Who was adopted?
Actually,
adopted.
I was adopted.
by her
Wait, but-
stepdad.
Well,
By
you
her
said you were
stepdad.
adopted
No,
by
no,
your
but he wasn't
father?
wealthy though. Okay, so
But no, but your mom, your mom is your
My biological mother, but my stepdad adopted me at age
Yeah, I think, but
You
he's
guys don't pay attention.
for clarification. I don't think you were adopted in the sense that you were an orphan.
No. Wasn't an orphan.
No. Okay. And was your family, your stepdad and your mom, were they?
They weren't wealthy. They grew up to be. But again, that's why I'm saying
But
like
you turned out
exactly.
well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Despite the fact that it sounds like perhaps your parents weren't like the most
They
financially.
weren't. They
But
were.
so why ban?
So no.
So your
Listen,
dad
so my-
should-
How old were you when
Oh.
your stepdad came into your life?
I was.
That's not particularly relevant. Go ahead.
So when my parents met, again going to the building thing, they weren't making a lot of money. Like my mom was on welfare. I've lived that life with my mom, and then my dad came into the picture, 2 incomes, and my dad worked his way up because my mom was like, I'm not working. I'm staying with the kids.
Wait, your parents were on welfare.
No. My parents
you
weren't.
said-
My parents weren't on welfare. My mom was on welfare.
Okay.
When my dad came into the picture, he made life.
Wait, so it's
better
okay for
us.
women to be on welfare, but not for men to
you
be
have
on
children.
welfare?
So listen, but
If you-
the matter of fact is that a lot of men step out of the children's life. My mom had to do what she needed to do, and that's why I'm saying broke men shouldn't be dating, because you end up with situations
I
like
see what you're
this.
saying. I do see what you're
Yes.
saying.
100%.
But if you're saying, so you said broke men should not have a lineage. I feel like if we follow that, and again, shout out to Andrew Wilson here from The Crucible, if we follow that to its logical conclusion, you would eliminate most African American families and most African American children and other racial minority groups, as they are the ones who are most heavily dependent upon government assistance.
But I think
Demographically, to help.
No,
I'm
and I
literally
agree.
verbatim. I want to give full credit to Andrew Wilson here.
And
I'm
I
giving
agree.
full credit
I totally
to.
agree. I'm not saying that this isn't a matter of fact. But again, I blame the public education system. I'm not blaming men at all. I don't think it's the man's fault. I think that the blame is on the public education system and the way that our culture is set up. So I do have a lot of compassion. Again, I'm a POC. I'm a person of color, and if it wasn't for the decisions
Right.
and the discernment that my mom made for her lineage to be with a man who was a good man, he might have been, I don't want to say he was broke at the time, but he might have not been making as much money as he is now, but he was a wealthy man with his character. They got
Sure.
to the point where they were able to raise a
But,
family,
Sure, but like and again, full credit to Andrew Wilson here. Saying that broke men should not have a lineage, broke people should not have children. I mean, full credit, Andrew Wilson here. You've just outlined a eugenics program. You're
Well,
a
I think-
eugenicist.
Well, I think that you just set me up on a trap here, and I want to take a moment to gather up my thoughts. I'm not saying that I know that I said that broke men shouldn't have a lineage, but what I'm saying, based off of my experience, the limited experiences that I had, is that if we were more accountable with men to have and to build a life of success, and instead of focusing on dating so early on, and they focus on working hard, getting good jobs, I think that we would have a very different society today. So when I say broke men shouldn't have lineage, I'm just saying I think that
No,
I think
you
that we
said, well, you
should-
did say that they shouldn't have children.
yes, I said that, but
wait, but would it be okay for poor men to date poor women?
I don't know why I mean,
No, I'm just.
they could do whatever they want, but what I'm saying is I don't see the benefit. I need to gather up my thoughts. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But okay, so it sounds like it's not okay for a poor man to date a poor woman. Correct? It's not. I suppose it's not
Can
okay
I just step in here? I don't think she means.
Hold on just a second.
money-wise.
Nickelodeon donated
yeah,
$100. Should fat, stupid,
okay.
and mentally ill women not be allowed children either? Some rich people are the worst morally. Some broke people are the most giving,
True.
kind people.
That is very
What
true.
is wrong with you?
No one said
Yeah,
that.
no,
think-
that's
I
the
think-
thing.
mean
So
all?
hold on,
I
hold on.
think
Does that mean
that's-
all?
I
So,
think,
hold on.
I
Wait,
think
give me
the
a second,
terms
give me a
that you
second,
use
give me a
were
second,
maybe
please.
not the
So,
worst.
yeah.
I mean, not the best.
So I
but
think
get
let
what you're
me
saying.
let me go ahead and rephrase this. When I say broke people, I'm not just speaking about financially. I'm also speaking about morally and values and character.
Well, I think
if
you're
you go
shifting
back,
the goalposts.
No. I've said this since
Is
the
that the right-
beginning because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
said because you said let's just focus financially, and I said okay. But what I'm saying here, just because you are broke that doesn't necessarily mean you are broken character. And also, if you're wealthy, that also doesn't mean that you're broke, that you're wealthy with.
But when you
So-
say the term broke, most people are taking, they're not, you're now adding nuance to it, but most people are going to take that from a financial frame.
Yeah. I would say a more apt term to use would be like degenerate, or something that has to do with.
You're shifting.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, but I want to stay true to my message, because I actually promote a lot of like two women who come up to me and they're like, hey, he's not that rich, but like he's such an amazing man and he treats me well. And so that to them, I say, you can build together. There's no problem there, because character is always going to override, money. And we have some experiences here where I had the best mom, I had the best dad, and that's what I'm saying.
Is it okay? So let me ask: is it okay for a poor woman to date a rich man?
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
if
that
she
the
can
trade is
provide,
different.
if
The
she can
trade of
provide,
what is being asked is different.
What about the poor?
and if she can
Yeah.
provide for him what he's looking for to a T, if he's like, I want you to be at home, cooking, looking nice, get your nails done, I want you to be the perfect woman for me, why not?
I think that your message is more of like, in the ideal world, men should be financially stable before they start a family, right? But I think that the words that you chose are a little bit poor, and that's why like people are starting to like attack you.
Nobody's attacking her.
Not
No one's attacking
like they're
her.
on there. They like
Oh,
were
okay,
saying,
whatever.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
listen
so-
to the peanut gallery.
So I
I'm
think
kidding.
I
I
get
love
I get your
peacocks.
point. I
I
really
love
do,
It's a good
because
thing.
as a parent, I know that I would have loved to give my daughter a much better life if I was like financially stable when I had her. So I get what you're saying.
So, but okay, what about a poor man dating a rich woman? Is that cool?
I mean, if
Okay.
the woman is, accepting of that and she wants that, why not? Like, I'm not saying
Well,
that.
but you said broke men shouldn't.
Yeah, well, I think that's
Okay,
taken
or
out of.
shouldn't
I don't
date.
think that applies here with the question that you're asking.
Oh,
So I think.
so broke men just shouldn't date other broke
I
women.
know. Well, I think broke men shouldn't. They should be focused on other things, not
Yeah.
just like procreating. They should
Okay.
be focused on their goals and like maturing
Sure.
and working up the corporate ladder, trying to find jobs,
Couldn't
like
the
share their attention.
couldn't the same thing be said about women?
Absolutely. And I say that. Actually, I say that all the time. Focus on yourself first
Yeah.
to find the good partner, because a lot of the times we see that women date when they're at a very low vibe. And you guys have said it here, low vibration, when you're like still working on things. And then finally, when you're at your peak, when you feel confident because you've worked through, all of your traumas, creating your business, whatever the case may be. Once you step into the dating stage again, you realize that you have better options because you're happy, you're confident, and you're in a way like, you're set free. You set
you're
yourself free.
clear-headed.
Yeah, absolutely. Clarity is important. Sorry.
So, okay. Don't you feel it's like a little elitist to say that broke men should not date?
Okay, well, why?
Or have
should-
kids.
Okay, but why should they be having kids if they can't financially support them the way a woman can? So why should a man be broke and a woman not, when she's the one that has the kid for 9 months, can breastfeed them, can literally keep them alive for free, but then also has to go on welfare because her man can't step up and take care of the food and can't take care of the diapers and can't take care of the clothes? How is that fair? Why should he be having a baby he can't support?
I mean, I think it's more about broken men.
Yeah.
But
he's talking about money.
No,
You're
no,
shifting
no,
the
no. Like,
goalposts.
I'm
Shifting
just,
the goalposts.
I'm just talking about from my perspective.
Or is it Mon and Bailey?
No,
I
but
don't know.
also, I also want to be accountable for the women too, because I tell this is like a protection for them, right? So they don't have to go through the welfare system, so they don't have to go through these things. I say don't date broke men.
Yep.
So it's in a way it's a protection so that we can avoid this from occurring again and again
Constant
and again.
battle,
And I put more accountability on the woman rather than the men. I say you need to have built enough discernment. That's why a lot of women attack me sometimes.
Sure.
And
Okay.
I tell them you need to have discernment, you need to know your standards, your boundaries, and you need to be at a good place so you can decide with clarity.
Yep.
It's very balanced. I don't just keep it just one-sided for men or women.
It might be a
Because it takes two to
eugenicist position, though, to say that broke men shouldn't have a lineage.
I'm just done seeing single moms on welfare. It is I live that life.
All right.